Good morning, everyone. Could you please take your seats for the ceremony? Good morning, students, staff, families, and those joining us from afar. Welcome to our Term 1 Senior Academic Assembly. Today, we gather as a community to celebrate the academic excellence of students from Semester 2 in 2024. From the Year 10, 11 and 12 students here today, we will be recognising 250 students for their achievements from last year. Welcome to everyone here and to those who are joining us via the live stream. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. I especially welcome this morning our returning College Ducks of 2024, Mr Matthew Campbell, and our Vet Student of the Year, Mr Cooper Jukes. Matthew and Cooper, thank you for taking your time out of your schedules to come and be here today, and we look forward to hearing from you later this morning. We would especially like to also welcome Mr and Mrs Campbell and Mr and Mrs Jukes, who've joined their sons here today. To commence our formal proceedings, I'd now ask our Gospel and Spirituality Prefect, Jessie McWhinney, to come forward to give the acknowledgement of land and our prayer for today.
St Brendan's College would like to acknowledge the Darumbal people, the traditional owners of this land. We would also like to pay respect to the elders past, present and emerging of the Darumbal people, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples present. Please join me in making the sign of the cross. Good morning and welcome to our Senior Academic Assembly. As we look to the future in 2025, we are reminded of the importance of trusting in God as we face both academic and personal challenges ahead. As Christians, we understand that God's people have always faced trials and tribulations. In the book of Psalms, God speaks to his people and says, "Be still and know that I am God." The phrase "be still" in Hebrew translates to let go. This is a powerful reminder that, in times of uncertainty and difficulty, we are called to release our worries and trust in God's greater plan for us. In 2025, as we embark on our academic journeys, we are called to let go of distractions, doubts, and fears that may hinder our growth, while holding on to the support of one another and trusting in God's guidance. We have all faced adversity in the past, and while the challenges we encounter this year may differ, the need for trust and faith in God's direction remains unchanged. Throughout our challenges, we have leaned on each other for support, and many have turned to God for strength, and for some, we may be still seeking him. The enduring love of God is evident throughout Scripture, and one such reminder is found in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 28, where Jesus reassures us, "I am with you always to the very end of age." This promise serves as a powerful reminder that no matter the challenges we face in 2025 and beyond, we are never alone in our journey, whether academic or personal. To further illustrate this, I would like to share a well-known reflection titled Footprints. One night, a man had a dream. He dreamt he was walking along a beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to him, the other to the Lord. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that during the most difficult times of sorrowful in his life, there were only one set of footprints. This troubled him, and he asked the Lord, "Lord, you promised that once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the hardest times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. Why, when I needed you most, did you leave me?" The Lord replied, "I love you and would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you only saw one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you." As we begin 2025 and continue our academic journeys, let us remember that God's presence is always with us. Whether we are excelling or struggling, he is there guiding us, strengthening us, and carrying us through every challenge. Let us hold on to this truth and trust in his unwavering support as we move forward together in studies and in life. We make this prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Brendan, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, live Jesus in our hearts. And we conclude in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Thank you, Jessie. To announce the Year 10 awards, I call forward our Liberating Education Prefect, Jart van der Walt.
I would like to invite Mr. Blair McWhinney, Head of Year 10, and Ms. Paige Miller to come to the stage to present the academic awards to the Year 10 students. Ms. Miller is a Rockhampton local. She studied at Central Queensland University and went on to become a primary teacher in schools across the district, including St. Joseph's Clermont, St. Mary's Rockhampton, St. Joseph's my bad, and St. Paul's Gracemere. When she's not teaching, Miss Miller greatly enjoys spending time with her animals and going to the beach with her family. Miss Miller now joins the St. Brendan's community as a teacher of agriculture. Please make Miss Miller welcome to the college. The Academic Achievement Awards, which require at least one A and nothing less than a C, are first on our list. They have been awarded to the following boys: Elijah Allen, Eli Bennett, Marshall Boswood, Grady Bromley, Jay Kolig, Boston Shalowski, Alan Dallas, Nicholas Hage, Ty Howard, Harry Huddleston, William Kersey, Billy Kirkland, Hunter Marshall, Cooper McWillan, Xavier McWhinney, Cooper Mitchell Queetle, Ashton Preto, Curtis Ramke, Noah Sleeman, Ashton Upton, and Jack Upton. Please put your hands together for the Year 10 Academic Achievement winners. Up next is the Academic A Awards, which require 2 or 3 A's and nothing less than a C. Goes to the following boys: Bryce Armstrong, Mac Cameron, Ethan Shalacombe, Logan Motterdrake, Angus Davey, Willis Dean, Zeke Dendel, Joshua Edwards, Nash Edwards, Trey Gibson, Archie Gleason, McKinnon Haley, Benjamin Lawford Vaughan, Finn Lewis, Brody McLennan, Luke Roberts, Benjamin Schmidt, Samuel Soley, Cooper Sweetney, and Cannon Watkins. We can congratulate the Year 10 Academic A winners. You can step off. The final award is for Year 10 boys who are the Academic A plus badges. To receive an Academic A plus, students need to receive 4 A's and nothing less than a C, or 3 A's and nothing less than a B. Receiving Academic A pluses are Cooper Ballament, Alexander Campbell, Zaven Chapman, Sam Clement, Abram Dole, Sonny Isles, Kobe Hanna, Ziggy Hoff, Ryan Eicher, Leon Leonard, Rice List, Lincoln Lucht, Brian Mitchell, Thomas Morris, Martin Moscoso, Luca Pinta, Thomas Porter, Jack Shines, Owen Sparks, Cable Tierney, Caleb Todman, Ben Walker, Finley Watson, and Logan Young. Please acknowledge the efforts of the Year 10 Academic A Plus winners. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jart, Ms Miller and Mr McWhinney. To announce the Year 11 awards, could we please have Inclusive Community Prefect Stephen Wickerson?
Assisting with the presentation of the Year 11 awards will be Ms Timlin, Head of Year 11, and Mr Michael Dash. Mr Dash holds a Bachelor of Engineering from the University of Queensland and a Master of Teaching from the University of Melbourne. With a diverse background, Mr Dash has served in the Australian Defence Force, including a deployment to East Timor, and worked in the engineering profession for several years. In the education sector, Mr Dash has taught in the state school system in Victoria and at St Joseph's College, Gregory Terrace in Brisbane. Outside of his personal life, Mr Dash has many hobbies. He has recently completed the Great Ocean Road Marathon and the Noosa Triathlon in 2024. He is hoping to run the Outback and Sydney Marathons in future years. Please make Mr Dash welcome. Starting with the Academic Achievement Awards, we have the following boys. Mitchell Bidgood, Elias Comino, Trey Commons, Nicholas Cooper Burns, Tate Fisher, Tyler Forbes, Kynan Garth, Scott Gibson, Brandon Grimshaw, Noah Haberley, Caden Hoare, Mason Hollingsworth, Jack Hughes, Eli Yankee, Tyler Johnson, Cooper Jones, Vanama Kilarave, Ben Kingston, Harold Chris, Cooper Mann, Wyatt McDonald, Tate McQuarrie, Tarn Medlin, Cooper Miles, Benjamin Miller, John Mulville, Preston Nicole, Brody Nunn, Sydney Richens, Nate Smith, Trevon Terrari, Bo Upton, Ashton Watkins, Reed Wynett, Noah Wright, and Paxton Zutenbeer. Please kindly acknowledge the Year 11 Academic Achievement winners. Meeting the criteria for an academic A are Jack Bartlam, Robert Clifton, Nicholas Crawford, Nathaniel Davey, Dex Edmistone, Tobias Filicotti, Darcy Frankish, Isaac Harding, Eli Hutchins-Barnes, Michael Hutchison, William Lees, Kobe Oberhart, Daley Smith, Clayne Tarry, Ben Vaughan, and Archie Watts. Let's show our appreciation to the Year 11 Academic A Award winners. The academic A+ badges and certificates will now be distributed. Oliver Bennett, Chase Blackburn, Morgan Bridgman, Aidan Kane, Victor Comiskey, Thomas Cross, Nicholas Eaton, Mason Fuller, Ty Gretton, Carter Hughes, Logan Jones, Oliver King, Hugh Lloyd, Will McFarlane, Harry Miller, Eden Quinn, Kobe Scanlon, Callum Schmidt, Xander Thornton, Zach Whitehead, Cooper Witts, Brock Wren, and Kobe Wren. Please congratulate Year 11 Academic A+ winners.
Thank you, Stephen, Mr. Dash and Ms. Tinlin. Next up, the combined concert band members will be performing the hit song Lean on Me, written and recorded by Bill Withers in 1972. After its release, Lean on Me went on to be the #1 on the US Billboard, and the Rolling Stone magazine includes it as in the greatest 500 songs of all time. Bill Withers grew up in a small coal mining town called Slab Fork in Western Virginia, but after moving away to Los Angeles, he found himself missing the strong community ties of his little town. The loss was the inspiration for him to write Lean on Me, and today the combined concert band features students from years 8 through to 12 all playing together. Could you please give them a big warm welcome? For our next section, could I please welcome our Assistant Principal, Teaching, Learning and Innovation, Mr. Peter Reddy, to the stage.
Good morning, everybody. This morning we're extremely fortunate to have returning students, Matthew Campbell and Cooper Jukes, giving up their time to come back and speak to us. Both Matthew and Cooper finished as the top Year 12 students in their respective senior pathways in 2024. Matthew Campbell excelled in the academics and received an ATAR of 98.05, placing him in the top 2% of Queensland and making him the College Dux for 2024. Matthew studied the senior subjects of specialist mathematics, mathematical methods, chemistry, English and study of religion, and he received an A result in every single one of those subjects and amassed 470 out of 500 possible marks. Matthew is currently taking a gap year and is exploring his options for university courses in the future. Cooper Jukes, Vet Student of the Year for 2024, was the top student in the Skills and Training pathway. He received the Subject Award for Certificate 2 in Automotive Preparation. He was second top in Certificate 2 in Engineering. He excelled in Certificate 2 in Agriculture in Year 11 before commencing a school-based apprenticeship in Year 12 as a diesel mechanic. Cooper also excelled in General Mathematics, and after completing his external exam, he received an A result for General Maths, and he performed extremely well in Religion and Ethics and Essential English as well. Cooper has pursued the pathway he began during his senior year, and he is working as an apprentice in Rockhampton. As recipients of their respective awards today, both Cooper and Matthew will be receiving cheques from Mr. Corboy to the value of $1,000 to go towards their expenses with study and work. But before Mr. Corboy hands over the cheque to the boys, we bribe them into coming back and sharing a speech with the school, sharing their insights and their learnings from their time here at the college. Now, Matthew Campbell is going to address us first. Can we please welcome the Dux of 2024, Matt Campbell.
Good morning, Mr. Corboy, parents, staff, special guests, and of course, the students of St Brennan's College. If you don't know me, my name is Matthew Campbell, SBC Prefect, proud St Brennan's old boy, and now the 2024 College Dux. It's an absolute privilege to be back here today. It's definitely been a while, and I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to address the SBC community one final time. Receiving this award is an honour, and I feel blessed to stand alongside past Brennan's boys who have inspired me throughout my journey. But obviously, I can't take total credit for my achievements. The fact that I'm standing up here on stage right now is testament to the efforts and guidance of dozens of people, whether it be Mr. Thomas's tolerance of my 9 p.m. emails, constant friendliness and helpfulness of the library ladies, or Mr. Hooper explaining to me yet again how implicit differentiation works. So, to all my past teachers, the entire SBC staff, all my fellow students, and especially my loving family, no matter how big or small your role, thank you all so much for helping me become the man I am today. What I ultimately want this speech to be is a reflection on my SBC experiences and a way to hopefully pass on the things I learned. Because let's be honest, today's not about me. It's about you, the next generation of St Brennan's College. So, Mr. Reddy gave me the call, I started writing the speech, and I immediately got stuck, not even 2 minutes in. What am I going to talk about? What do I want to pass on? Advice? Goals? The answer to the specialist external? Okay, maybe not the last one. What I eventually came up with is 4 messages, 4 pieces of advice to hopefully guide you through the rough and tumble of high school, the rough and tumble of life. And before the English department all rise up against me for starting yet another sentence with "and," I better get started. Firstly, do not underestimate the power of setting goals. No matter how big or small, you can study for a high ATAR, you'd aim to make the first 13, you might just want more balance in your life. Having that concrete goal to walk towards significantly improves your day-to-day life. Last year, for the first time, I wrote down 3 goals for Year 12. Get a good ATAR, balance school with life, and just enjoy the year. I'm happy to say I succeeded in all three. Consequently, last year was one of the best years of my life. Set goals, lads, it's that simple. Just don't go overboard training or studying or rehearsing. Balance is really important. I definitely made that mistake too many times, as I'm sure my teachers could testify. But what if those goals don't work out? What if you fall short? Well, for my second message, you have to understand that setbacks are gonna happen. High school is challenging. You're gonna have so many defeats, so many fails. The most important thing is how you recover from those setbacks. The things you learn, the experiences you have. Setbacks make you better people. If you miss out on a spot on a footy team, you're gonna study harder next time. You're gonna train harder, sorry. If you get a low mark on that crucial maths exam, you're gonna study harder next time. Don't get disheartened over setbacks. Getting there, lads, so bear with me. My third piece of advice is that just because you're not an academic weapon doesn't mean you can't succeed. There's so many different pathways you can follow. As I've been told by about 10 different people, there's no one way to finish high school. I have mates with successful apprenticeships through their work in Man Arts, friends with incredible talents in art, peers who've represented CQ or Queensland or even Australia in tons of different sports. Music, ag, digital tech, tech production. There's something for everyone. It's what SBC is known for, being more than an education. So get out there, pursue your interests, and make the most of what's available here. Celebrate what you're good at, boys. And finally, the most important thing that I learned from St. Brendan's is that life is short. High school goes so dang fast that no sooner are you walking in the gate as a fresh-faced Year 7er than you're walking out on Val as an old boy. So just make sure to have fun. Enjoy the ride. I know, at times, I admit it might not seem like fun. Like when you have to make the walk of shame to the RTC, or when Mr. Horan tells you for the 19th time to pull your socks up. But where else do you get to be with your mates, with your Brendan's brothers? 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 weeks a year? Where else do you get the opportunities that St. Brendan's offers? Enjoying your time here at SBC makes all the difference in the world when you're walking down that Guard of Honour on Val. You don't want to have any regrets. Just don't muck around in class too much. There you have it. 4 ideas, 4 goals, 4 challenges if you like. Set yourself some goals, learn from setbacks, pursue your interests and enjoy the experience. If you're all still awake after all that, my final message is just to back yourselves. You've got this, lads. It might seem tough, it might seem like 3 p.m. can't come fast enough, especially with period 5 English. But just put the hard yards in and believe me, the results will come. It's right there in the college motto, Nadubita dubita. Do not doubt, it will be given. Best of luck for the year ahead, lads. Thank you all for having me. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Matt. Our next speaker is Cooper Jukes. Please welcome Cooper.
Good morning, Mr. Callboy, Mr. Horan, and all other fellow teachers and students. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cooper Jukes, and I was gratefully awarded Veg Student of the Year in 2024. I come from a small town about 8 hours southwest of Yeppoon called Morven, which has no more than 150 people in the surrounding area. I made the move to St. Brendan's back in 2020, starting off as a Year 8 boarder. Going from living in a house of 5 on a 30,000 acre property to suddenly a house of 70 in a room 5 metres long by 5 metres wide was certainly not easy, I can tell you. I only knew 2 boys when I first started until about the 3rd day. Then suddenly, the whole room 2 hallway and Edmund Rice were like brothers to me. Then Year 9 came around, then Year 10, and before I knew it, I was in the final senior years of my schooling career, Years 11 and 12. The last 2 pieces of the puzzle, some would say. This is a crucial time in your school life, boys. A time that can depict your future. A time that can set you up for life. The time where you have to think as an individual what subjects you want to do in order to develop you into the best possible young man you can be when you leave this great college. Yeah, being with your mates is fun, but they won't be there holding your hand in the first job interview when the employer is asking what experience you have or what benefits you bring to their company. I can guarantee you, if you listen to some of the great advice and skills that the great teachers of this college give you, that job interview will be a breeze. You don't have to be at the top of your class all the time, but getting stuck in and working hard makes the small things so much easier down the track. After school, I started a diesel fitting apprenticeship with REO Heavy Vehicle Equipment Repairs in Rockhampton. Subjects such as automotive and engineering have without a doubt helped me be a few steps ahead with my apprenticeship. So boys, please don't take this opportunity as a given. Be grateful that you get the chance to attend such a great school. It's the little things that matter the most to people, the simplest little things. If I can give you 3 tips to take away from this and put it into the rest of your time here, it would be: number 1, chase your dreams. No dream is too big if you put your mind to it. Number 2, be the one to take that extra step. Go that extra mile in order to show everyone your true capabilities. And number 3, what you do today or tomorrow can greatly influence the man you are going to become in the future. School is only short, boys. Make the most of it while it lasts. Thanks for listening and good luck, lads.
To be honest, it never fails to blow me away how boys can come back and deliver the way they do. Can we give those 2 gentlemen another round of applause, please? Boys, thank you very much for your really well-targeted messages. You both delivered with humility and authenticity. Some of the things they've shared: setting goals, recovering from setbacks, success is diverse, enjoying the ride. Cooper talked about thinking deeply about what you want to do in life and being the best you can be, chasing dreams, going the extra mile, and realising that what you do now influences who you'll be and what you'll do in the future. Boys, they are fantastic messages. Thank you very much. You've delivered the goods, so we'll call Mr. Corboy to the stage, and I'll call you guys back as well, please. Mr. Corboy will now present you with your cheques. We might just give him one last round of applause. Thank you. Okay, we're going to continue with the presentation of the awards, and assisting with the announcing of the Year 12 awards, can I ask Killian Finnell, the Justice and Solidarity Prefect, to come forwards, please.
Thank you, sir. Distributing the awards for the Year 12 boys will be Head of Year, Mr. Trevor Ganane and Miss Olivia Campbell. Miss Campbell is originally from Port Curtis. She graduated in 2020 with a Bachelor of Arts in Secondary Education from the University of Queensland. Majoring in a study of religion and history, both modern and ancient. She previously taught at St Lawrence's College and at St Joseph's College, Gregory Terrace in Brisbane, where she served as the subject coordinator for religious education. Now she is excited to join us in Brandon's community as a religion and humanities teacher. Please welcome Miss Campbell. Receiving the academic achievement certificates and badges this morning are the following boys: Bailey Arnold, Max Bennett, Bailey Bentley, Colby Blinko, Jackson Booth, Curtis Byrne, William Campbell, Murphy Catt, Max Christensen, Oliver Dadson, Sam Daly, Rafferty Donaghy, Quentin Green, Teal Kafakabawa, Peter Kalashkinsky, William Lloyd, Nate London, Ballon Martin, Jet Mattingly, Charlie McClelland, Aidan McDonald, Oliver Miles, Alex Nelson, Jesse Remfrey, Hayden Rutledge, Lincoln Simpson, Samuel Smith, Justin Wallace, and Jack White. Please put your hands together for the Year 12 Academic Award winners. From the Year 12 cohort, the following boys have attained an Academic A badge and certificate. Max Armstrong, Matthew Bezadenhout, Keely Bones, Deegan Crook, Ezekiel Curran, Cameron Daforno, Mason Dendel, London Duggan, Declan Dunn, myself Gillian Finnell, Bailey Hall, Oliver Hunt, Samuel James, Charlie Kidd, Connor Lees, Slater Marshall, Nicholas Meyer, Jake Murphy, Brock Otto, Ashton Ryan, Brody Scullen, Cohen Simpson, Charlie Strugnell, Peyton Turner, Patrick Waller, Mackenzie Watts, and Stephen Wicketson. Please give a round of applause for the Year 12 Academic A winners. Achieving the criteria to be awarded an Academic A+ are the following boys: Nate Brooks, Tate Caffrey, Matthew Dunwoody, Jesse Emery, Dylan Griffiths, Stacey Hollingsworth, Harrison Hoy, Oliver Leet, Halen Lockle Dent, Jesse McQuinney, Kaylin Odell, Cooper Pierce, Jackson Shue, Alexander Sheehan, Toby Simpkins, Hayden Thornton, Chart Vandervolt, and Etienne Van Wyck. Please congratulate the Year 12 Academic A+ winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Killian, Mr. Ganane and Ms. Campbell. Next up, we have a treat with our Year 12 rock band that has been formed from our Year 12 music and performance class. They're going to be performing Booster Seat by Spacey Jane. This song delves into themes of nostalgia, personal struggle, and the transition from childhood to adulthood, fairly relevant for our Year 12s right now. It uses the metaphor of the booster seat to symbolise the innocence and feeling small in a big world. Today we have for you Matthew Bezadenhout on drums, Ashton Ryan on bass, Fletcher Scanlon on rhythm guitar, Charlie Strugnall on lead guitar, and Jessie McWhinney on vocals. Could you please make them welcome?
I'm moving to the night.
Thank you once again to our Year 12s. We'd like to invite Mr. Reddy back to the stage to talk us through learner attributes and to conclude the awards ceremony for today.
Our final awards today are our inaugural Learner Attribute Awards. These awards will recognise students for personal excellence in 2024 and were finalised after the review of students' Term 4 reports at the end of last year. The learner attributes identify the key dispositions, skills and attitudes that we know support students to achieve to their potential and be their personal best. The 4 learner attributes include preparation for learning, being punctual, well presented and organised, cooperation with teacher and peers, communicating and interacting with others in a cooperative and respectful manner. Engagement and application in learning is about having a strong work ethic, a positive attitude and always doing your best, and completion of home learning. Mr. Michael Carron, the college's Research and Development Manager and PhD researcher, has recently completed a critical analysis of the relationship between the learner attribute and academic data for 2024. His research has clearly shown that there is a strong relationship between students' learner attribute ratings and their academic performance. Interestingly, especially for the boys here before me, his research showed that the further you progress through your schooling, the more important the learner attributes become and the stronger the relationship between your academic performance. To present the awards today, can I please ask College Principal Mr. Corboy and Assistant Principal Senior School Mr. Matthew Cooper to come forward. Today we'll be presenting awards to students who achieve the highest possible ratings for each of the attributes from each of their teachers on term-based reports. There will be 3 tiers of awards: bronze, silver and gold. Students achieving a bronze award receive the highest possible learner attribute ratings for each of their teachers in one term in 2024. Receiving the bronze award are the following students: Ty Howard, Year 10. Alexander Campbell, sorry. But Ty, come forward, sorry mate. Alexander should be there as well. There he is. Ben Walker, Year 10. Xavier Sang, Year 10. Carter Hughes. Xander Thornton, Year 11. Cameron DeForno, Year 12. Peter Kalachinsky, Year 12. Oliver Leet, Year 12. Halen Luckle Dent, Year 12. Nicholas Meyer, Year 12. Kaylin Odell, Year 12. And Jackson Shue in Year 12. Please congratulate our Bronze Award winners. The boys will get you a stage. Receiving the Silver Learner Attribute Awards are students who achieve the highest possible ratings from each of their teachers across 2 terms. Those students are Ethan Chalacombe, Year 10, Finley Watson, Year 10, and Victor Comiskey, Year 11. Please congratulate Ethan, Finley and Victor. And finally, for the very top award, which is extremely difficult to attain, the Gold Learner Attribute Award, with perfect ratings from every single teacher for every single attribute for 3 terms in 2024. And that student from the senior school is Nate Brooks. please once again congratulate Nate and all the other boys. Thank you. Okay, so that concludes the formal part of the ceremony and the distribution of individual awards. I'd sincerely like to congratulate every single student who achieved an award today, whether it be academic or learner attribute. Can we please give all award winners a round of applause? Thank you. Okay, the final thing to do is look at academic house points. So, as we know, we have our house point system across the year. There's our first event for the year, which was the swimming carnival. Duig took out the win. All right, so well done to Duig, a strong start. But obviously we have all our other carnivals and competitions that will contribute across the year, including athletics, cross-country, showcase. Our academic awards are worth double, and this year we'll be including learner attribute awards as well. Okay, so over onto the next slide, please, sir. There's a recap. How do the awards work for the academic points? Okay, so 5, 10, 15 for each of those academic awards, and it was pretty close. We'll go to the next slide, please. Coming in fourth, Hayes, 325. Third, Gettins, 345. And unfortunately the monotony continues. Second, Tynan. And yes, Duig are the winners with 410. Let's give them a clap. We've really got to do something, gentlemen, because Duig's reign is getting ridiculous. But anyway, look, the last thing to do is to thank everybody involved. There's been a lot of people working behind the scenes. The marketing events team, thank you very much for all the work. Mr. Jorgensen, the tech crew, Mr. Owens, thank you very much. Obviously, we had our fantastic musicians and all the wonderful artwork that's been on display. Can we give all the people involved a big round of applause, please? And lastly, to the parents, thanks very much for joining us here today, and those parents who have also joined us online. It's wonderful to have you here. So boys, can we just give all the parents a round of applause, please? And with that, parents, I might kindly ask if you want to exit now through those rear doors, and boys, we might just remain seated just for a couple of minutes to enable our parents to leave. Thanks very much.